Hello, I'm Morgan Linton from domainflipblog.com and dnvideos.net, and this is the Domaining Video Power Course, lesson number 5. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about keyword research. This is a very, very important topic in domain investing, and the reason for that is that when you buy a domain name and want to develop the name, one of the things that you're going to be looking for is how to get that name ranking well in search engines. And this makes your domain valuable because if there are advertisers that are currently paying to advertise in a search engine for given keywords, and your domain ranks very highly in a search engine for those keywords, that advertiser may want to advertise on your site, or even better, may want to buy your site. Well, how can you determine, first off, how many people are searching for a given keyword, as well as how many people are advertising on Google or Yahoo for a certain keyword? And one of the tools that I use a lot is the Google AdWords keyword tool. And what this allows you to do is see on Google for a particular keyword how many people are searching for that keyword, as well as something very important, how many people are searching for a related keyword. And this can really help drive the content on your site, because if you have a site, like I just developed jurylaw.com, well, I found a lot of terms that were related to jury. And that way, when I developed the site, I found out, okay, well, if someone's searching for jury, what are the other most popular keywords they're searching for, and can I use those on my site? Because then it will make my site more relevant for the target audience. Keyword research can also come in when you're buying a domain name. And that's because when you go to buy a domain name, sometimes you're looking for a domain that may already have some existing traffic. Well, a domain could have type-in traffic if the keywords are very popular and the domain's not already registered. That could mean that people may be typing in those keywords .com, and if it's a new enough trend and you can find that .com and buy it, and you know those are popular keywords, you could find a domain with a lot of strong type-in traffic. And that's another role that keywords can play in the actual domain acquisition process. Well, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you hands-on how to use the Google AdWords keyword tool to be able to search for relevant keywords, as well as get suggestions for keywords on your own site given the existing content on the site, and I'll also show you how you can determine how popular a keyword is with given advertisers. So this next section is not going to be me on video, but instead my computer on video, so you can see how to do it yourself.
Okay, so the first thing I'll show you how to do is simply to access the Google AdWords keyword tool, and you can just go to Google if you don't already have it bookmarked and type in Google keyword tool and hit enter. Now you'll see at the top of the screen there's Google AdWords keyword tool, and I will click this, and here you'll see the keyword tool, and there are two different options we have to generate keyword ideas. You can do this based on descriptive words or phrases, and here's an example: green tea. I could look for really any keyword or combination of keywords I would like. And also website content, and this is actually to generate keyword data based on the keywords being used in a website. This is a great way to take a site that you've built and have Google analyze the content and tell you how popular the keywords are that are on the site, as well as some keywords you might not already be using that could help make the site more relevant to a larger group of users. So to start with, I'll show you how to generate keyword ideas using descriptive words or phrases. And a simple way to do this is I'll just start with cars, and I'll click Get Keyword Ideas. Now the first time you'll do this, there'll be a little box here you'll have to enter in a little code. You only do that once. After that, just as you can see on the screen here, you'll just have to hit Get Keyword Ideas. Now you'll see a few columns here. The first thing we have is a list of keywords. Then we have advertiser competition. This shows how many advertisers are interested in sponsoring this keyword and paying for clicks for people searching for this keyword. You'll notice as I scroll down here, you can see this is actually a progress bar. So you'll see there's less people searching for wallpapers, cars, than there are for exotic car sales, or there's less advertisers interested in advertising for that. If you look over here, the next column over is approximate search volume. This is going to be in the previous month, which in this case is February. And I can easily just click on that column heading, and this will now organize it from largest to smallest, so I can see that cars, used cars, car insurance, and cars for sale were the top 5 car-related keywords that were searched for in February. The next column heading over is approximate average search volume, and this is looking at the yearly average search volume. And once again, I can also organize by this, and this is interesting to see what the top 5 were, or the top 10 keywords related to car were for the year. So what this tool is useful for is when you are writing the content for your site and you have a site that has to do with cars, or if you have a site that has to do with books or cheese, whatever the keyword is, you can figure out relevant keywords that are related to it. So when I'm going to make a website about cars, well, now I know, okay, well, I want to talk about car insurance. I want to talk about used cars. I want to talk about car rentals. If I want to talk about car dealers, I can do that, but I have to know that these are more popular keywords. These have a higher search volume. These advertisers are willing to pay more for. So that's very, very valuable information. I can click over here to website content, and what I can do here is now type in any site, and I'll show you how this works. I'll use a site that I've developed called jurylaw.com as an example here, and I'll just click Get Keyword Ideas. Now it's analyzing the website, looking at the keywords used in the content, and it's going to tell me how relevant those keywords are, as well as related keywords. And here we go. So now you can see, get out of jury duty, getting out of jury duty. And you'll see, so here's some popular ones. Jury duty, this is a keyword I've really optimized around. I've said this a lot, and you'll see here it has the data that backs up. This is why I use this keyword. It's a fairly popular keyword related to jury. And this can also help give some ideas. So, well, do I use jury duty excuse enough? And jury duty dress code isn't very popular, so I want to make sure that I don't use that more than a keyword like avoiding jury duty or avoid jury duty that's more popular. And so this is a great way to figure out how to optimize the content on your site once your site is built, and to really write targeted content and relevant content that people are searching for. And that's the Google AdWords keyword tool. This is a completely free tool, so you can use this to help find keywords to use in writing content, or if you're buying a domain, it's a great way to determine if the keywords in the domain are something popular that people are searching for. And, of course, you can use it like I just showed to analyze your own site and help come up with new ideas for different keyword phrases, as well as to understand the popularity of the current keywords you're using in your site. That's the end of the Domaining Power course, lesson number 5. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.